Now that you have a general understanding of tech sales and the role that you're going to be applying for, it's time to make your first sale yourself. Getting that first tech sales job is by far the most difficult, but it's important to remember that just like in sales, it's all a numbers game. As long as you have the fundamental knowledge, a strong resume and LinkedIn profile, and know exactly what roles to apply for, it'll be just a matter of time before one of those positions sticks. As an entry-level candidate, a strong resume is critical, as many hiring managers will decide in the first 20 seconds of reading your resume whether or not you will be a good fit for the role. You don't need to do anything incredibly fancy. It all comes down to painting a picture for the reader about how you would be a good fit for sales. There are countless templates and bad pieces of advice floating around, so let's take a look at 3 of the most important things to focus on with your resume. Relating prior experience. If you're taking this course, you will be in one of 2 buckets. You either have prior sales experience in a non-tech environment, such as car sales, insurance sales, or even cell phone sales. This can be both B2C, business to consumer, or B2B, business to business. Even though you have not sold software, many of the underlying sales principles will translate, and this will give you a big leg up. It's also possible that you might not have any prior direct sales experience at all, and that's okay, because even if you aren't directly selling, you still end up selling in one way or another. If you worked in tech support, you could have identified a deficient process and sold internally to management and other stakeholders about changes that should be made. Maybe in a prior role, you had to influence a large or small group of individuals to make an important decision. In almost any team-based role, there will be some aspect of internal selling that you can refer to. It's important to think about the day-to-day responsibilities of your prior roles and think about ways in which you can tie them back to selling. Even if you didn't directly sell products that directly brought in revenue, you want to demonstrate a sales mindset, which sales managers are looking for when they're hiring entry-level candidates. Quantify your impact with numbers and metrics. Once you've gone through and listed your prior experiences, the next step is to quantify your impact with numbers and metrics. One of the reasons why sales is so lucrative is that it's easy to prove your worth to the company. It's much easier to demand a high salary when you bring in $2 million in new software licenses, as opposed to other roles which are more subjective in impact, such as technical support. For both your sales and non-sales experiences, it is important to quantify the impact you made with both numbers and metrics. For example, in a support role, you handled 42 tickets a week, exceeding expectations by 124%, helping support 26 customers responsible for $1.4 million of annual revenue. The exact numbers are not important, but the more specific you can get, the better off you will be. It's also important to not just list out your accomplishments, but also how you did it. If there was a new process that you created, list it out and explain how it led to the stated result. Here's an example I used to describe a prior role that I had supporting students in a remote math program. Oversaw program success for online calculus course offerings, managing up to 35 students simultaneously. Enhanced student performance and success by establishing an individualized approach to learning. Highlights: grew program revenue and success by executing strategic sales and marketing strategies, resulting in an additional $245K in ARR. Identified program gaps and I implemented data-driven improvements in program structure. Reduced time spent on administrative tasks by mentors by over 35%, leading to $120K in annual savings. The exact format of your resume does not matter. Fancy graphics or designs will only distract the reader from the actual content. The most important thing to make sure is that your resume is in an ATS-friendly format. ATS, or Applicant Tracking Systems, are tools used by companies to manage their applicant pipeline. When you submit your resume and application for a job online, the majority of the time there is an ATS behind it. Use these guidelines to make your resume ATS-friendly. Optimize for keywords based on job description. The ATS allows hiring managers to quickly filter through a large number of applicants by different parameters, such as keywords. Some of them will even rate resumes based on how well they match the job description before the hiring manager even reads it. Use an ATS-friendly resume template. Avoid fancy-looking templates with graphics and pictures. For sales roles, plain text works best. Use standard headings such as work history, educational history, key accomplishments. Do not get creative as the ATS may not be able to parse it properly, creating more manual work for the recruiter or hiring manager and decreasing the chance that your resume will be read. Avoid tables, columns, headers, and footers. Stick with bullet points because tables and other formatting may not translate well when the ATS reads through your resume. Finally, avoid pictures. Pictures will not translate at all. Do not include a picture of yourself. It is not best practice.